Hello YouTube, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. I know this video is overdue because I've been promising you that I'm gonna do this recipe for a very long time on Instagram and on YouTube. So this time I stick to my word. Here you go. So in case you don't know me, my name is Natalia, and in this channel I basically share all my journey through fitness, nutrition, also my work. I'm an actress and a model, so I share a bit of that. But in this specific video, I'm going to share with you a meal prep, a recipe that has been a tremendously positive help for me to stick to my diet. I do this meal prep every single week on Mondays. Mondays is my day off, so I have more time.
I sleep with the beasts. You woke me down in the streets. You pull my leash and there I come.
It's very simple to do, very simple ingredients to get, very cheap at the end of the day when you divide it by the amount of meals you get out of it. Not to mention it's insanely yummy and it has insane macros and very low calories for what it is. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I filmed myself preparing this meal prep for you. So I'm gonna put my video describing the steps while I show you the steps in the camera right now. I just thought it would be easier this way than me trying to cook and speak at the same time, because I would probably cut a few fingers. So I'm gonna do something very unusual for me and start by the beginning. I'm gonna give you the ingredients. Lean minced beef, 95%, that's the one I get. So 95% lean. I try to get the best I can get. So I get grass-fed meat, and the amount will depend on how many people you're gonna prepare your meal prep for and how many days. I'm gonna write you here all the ingredients and the portions that I buy, and then you adapt according to your macros, to your protein need, and whether you're cooking for yourself or you're cooking for you and your partner or for a family. This meal prep that I do and this amount of ingredients are for 2 people. So I do this meal prep on Monday. I do 2 different Tupperwares, one for my partner, one for me. My Tupperware just has less meat because I have a smaller protein need than him. So this is why I do it in 2 Tupperwares, and each Tupperware I divide it by 4. So I just scoop it out 4 times basically. This would be 4 meals, 8 in total, 4 days for both of us. What's pretty good about having this meal prep also is that because you have weighed it and you have counted the macros at the beginning, this will make your life so much easier because you don't have to wait every single day what you eat. Because what's important is your caloric intake per week, so it's gonna cancel the difference out. As soon as you know that in the whole Tupperware you have this amount of meat, this amount of vegetables and everything, you're gonna be able to register them quite easily, and it's gonna be really fast. Take 1 kilo of mushrooms. I take 6 capsicums, 2 red onions in order to caramelize them later, 1 garlic, 1 pot of tomato paste that I'm showing you right here, 1 whole bottle of passata, 1 can of tomato pulp, and then different spices, but that's going to be 100% your choice according to what you like, if you like spicy spices or no. I'm going to show you here the spices I use, and you can copy them if you like the same taste I do. I also add salt, soy sauce, and sucralose because I like sweet things. So my recipe ends up being kind of like a Swedish tomato soup. So I first wash all the mushrooms. Once they are clean, I put them all in a big pan and then I make it boil. I put them all ready to boil while I'm cutting the capsicums. So now I'm showing you, I just cut the capsicums. I am not a chef, I am very, very far from one, so please don't get crazy about my way of cutting. If you are an OCD, this video is gonna make you crazy, so maybe jump ahead the part where I cut, because I cut like a 3-year-old. So once this is all cut, you add it to the massive pan that you have with the mushrooms, and you add the passata, you add the tomato soup, you add the pulp, and you add the species, and you just start mixing everything already. Super easy.
In the corner of the bed, I lick your face and warm your belly. Cattle me, baby, cattle me.
While this is simmering and cooking itself, you go go to the next step, which is you cut the onions, and in a different smaller pan you start caramelizing them. You don't need to add much, you literally just need to let them there for a while and they're gonna become sweet. Small tip, if you don't want to cry, get a very hairy arm to do the onions, because I am not good at cutting onions and they make my eyes dry. So if you can, get a hairy arm to cut your onions for you. So you literally leave that simmering for as long as you want and as long as you can. Honestly, in my experience, the longer you let it simmer, the tastier it will be, just because the taste will become stronger, all the different tastes will mix together and it's gonna be so yummy. Hello, so I had to redo the end of the video because my phone decided to die. Okay, so the end of the video was me explaining you how I actually eat it every day. So now you know the recipe for what I end up putting in the Tupperware. So that's what goes into my fridge, and then every single day I take out the portion and I eat it in a very specific way. So that's what I'm gonna talk to you about now. I buy zucchini spaghetti. So here they sell it already ready to microwave, and I take that and I put it 3 to 4 minutes in the microwave to cook. Then I also use konjac noodles. Konjac noodles are a replacement of pasta made out of konjac. So konjac is an algae, so it's very, very, very low in calories. I think 9 calories per container, so it's almost nothing, and it really has an amazing consistency and texture, kind of like pasta. Of course it doesn't taste like anything, so it's gonna taste like whatever you eat with it. So you really need to put some spices in it, you really need to mix it with the meal prep, you need to make it yummy, but I think it's the same case with pasta. Honestly, konjac noodles, konjac spaghetti is one of the best things I've found, so try it out. I also have 250 grams of spinach. I put that in the microwave because I buy it frozen for around 4 to 5 minutes. And then I mix everything in the pan. So I mix the spinach, I mix the konjac noodles, and I mix the zucchini noodles. I put a hell of a lot of species on that. I mix it, I put a bit of soy sauce, again a bit of sucralose because I want everything to be sweet. And then I mix that with the meal prep, and it all takes the tomato flavor of the meal prep, and it's so yummy. I'm not kidding, it's really yummy. And then this is what I eat. Honestly, I put an egg on top of it, a hard-boiled egg. Why I put an egg on top of it? It's because I need to really be careful about having enough lipids and fats in my diet, because I'm a woman. We need fats for our menstrual cycle to work properly. And because I tend to be very strict on my calorie intake, I need to make sure that I have all the good macronutrients and all the good lipids and all the things that my body needs to function. So that's why I eat an egg on top of it, also because it's yummy as fuck. As I've shared in all my Instagram stories where you're asking me, what do you eat? Because it seems so massive. It does make a massive amount of volume. Like, I have a Tupperware like this every single night. And I eat it with chopsticks. I said this in another video, but now I'm eating literally everything I can eat with chopsticks. I eat it with chopsticks. Even Colombian food. Yes, I'm eating arepas with chopsticks. Don't kill me. Chopsticks have helped me a lot because I am someone who has the tendency to eat very fast. I don't bite food enough. I don't take enough time to savor it and everything. And using chopsticks has really helped me to eat smaller bites, to actually be more conscious of every bite, to enjoy it more. So in terms of satiety, it's really good. For those of you who don't know what I'm speaking about, when I speak about satiety, I speak about the capacity of getting full. When you have a restricted diet, it's really important to have a lot of volume so that you don't feel hungry and you don't want to snack later. I'm gonna do another video on that subject, but it's amazing to eat it with chopsticks. So yeah, that's how I eat the meal prep, that's how I cook the meal prep, and then you just need to get the fresher stuff every day, but it's just microwavable. So honestly, it takes me 10 minutes to get everything ready and start eating. There's a quote I really like, and it's, if you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So doing a meal prep for the week, it's a really, really good way of setting yourself up for success in the week, because you're not gonna be having to depend on whether or not your bored, whether or not you're tired to cook, whether or not you don't feel motivated, whether you had a fight with your partner or with your mom. So yes, I hope you liked it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please write in the comments as soon as you eat it if it's yummy, if it's not yummy, what you tried with it, whatever you want to share. And don't hesitate to subscribe if you want to see my next videos. I'm gonna keep on doing a series on food. Also, don't hesitate to share a picture of this recipe if you cook it on Instagram. I'll leave you my handle right here, or send it through DMs, but I would love to see how you come up with it and how you go. Yes, now that's the end of the video.
You woke